What are my opinions on... Well, one of them's high, and the other one's a mute skeleton dude. And the third one I have never met. Not sure I want to, considering his other half and his descendants' behavior. I mean, Gamzee did go a little crazy. Carlos was already crazy. Pretty sure that's his name. Whatever. Anyways. Well, Gamzee did have a crush on Pupa way back when. But since that day, or days, he's moved on. Had a horrible, abusive black rum with Terezi. Ended it. They're still friends. How? I don't even know. Then again, I don't know how Pupa and I got together. Well, then, guess who I find out he's in a mate spreadship with? Nepeta. Did anyone see this coming? I certainly didn't. Well, it doesn't make sense, and I don't frankly want to understand. It's not that I hate them. I just don't want to know. It's their business, not mine. I mean, I'm not Kanaya. I don't meddle in everyone's business. Oh. Now, as for Carlos, aka Mr. Mimey, well, funny story. I met him at a party once. I was invited by Nepeta. John was there, so was Solix and Carlos. Have no idea why I got invited to this party. Until I never knew. I mean, it was weird enough. I only went because Nepeta and I get along now. And because John is one of my closest friends besides Terezi. No. I got to pick on Captor. He's still really touchy about things. But his reactions are hysterical. Got to talk to John and Nepeta. Got to see Nepeta's cats. They almost ate my spider. Yes, I got a new one. His name is Marcus. After the old one. Or should I say he's a sprite now. So it is the same. Whatever. Humans reading this won't understand. I barely understand it. I'll admit it. Anyways. Had a blast. And then Mr. Creepy decided he was going to sneak up on me from the shadows. I was not scared. Not for a second. I was surprised, but I was not scared. I tried to tell him off, but he wouldn't talk. I didn't know why, because Arania never tells me anything without it being a giant freaking paragraph. Does anyone else tell me anything? So here I was, talking to this guy, trying to get a response. And then I said, "What's the matter? Can't you talk?" He tried to throw a chair at me. I mean, talk about anger management, and I thought Carcat was bad. He puts him to shame. Well, John so politely interrupted and said, "Oh, by the way, Vriska, he can't talk. He bit his tongue off." I asked him why. He didn't tell me. He said, "I don't know." Then who the hell does? Because if I ask him, I'm just going to get the finger. Or a chair thrown at my face. I mean, I'm naturally curious. It's not a bad thing. But honestly, he waited till I'd made a fool out of myself and almost gotten hit before he spoke up. Some friend. I digress. Oh, it gets better. Mr. Graveyard Escapee went to the other room, the living block, or living room for you humans. I followed because John told me he was going to show us something. And then, if you believe me, he pulls out a hula hoop out of nowhere. I mean, who has one of those? And he starts hula hooping in the middle. Thought John was going to die of oxygen deprivation. Napido looked weirded out. And Solex really didn't care. Partially because he wasn't there yet. They got to harass him later when he finally decided to show up. I digress. Well, if this is what those two are like, I shudder to meet the Grand High Blood.